So when I talked about design earlier on, one of the things I want to talk to you about today is that we're announcing a redesign. We're going to change quite a few things. But to show you why and how we do that, we thought it would be fun to actually have Erwin talk to you about how he makes all those avatars that you see of me, mostly right now, but of the entire team. Erwin has drawn every single one of those. He's been a part of our team ever since 2012. He was actually the 4th employee, I think. The third. Oh, sorry, Thijs was the 4th. So he's been talking about, he's been doing that for ages. He's shown recently some videos on our site of how he did that, but this is the first time he actually talks about it, so I'm very excited about that. So take it away. It's up to you. You have to wait a sec for our technician to actually enable that mic, and then he should be on.
Yeah? Okay, yeah, you can understand me. So yeah, the back end of illustration. You've all seen our infographic probably about all the avatars I did for Joost the last couple of years. But there's a whole lot of stuff behind it. Yeah, as you can see, I don't only do avatars of Joost, but everyone in our company gets a personal drawing from me. I'm behind 4, but Joost keeps getting new people, so yeah. It's going quicker than I can draw, unfortunately. There are some steps I have to take with each and every illustration. And because I'm not an expert on SEO or search or whatever, every first step is documentation. I need to read up on the subject I'm requested about to draw. I do this in various ways. I read up on the posts on YoastCon. I search online. I search for the subject, and I see if it is used in other illustration or other posts. I will see if there are some cliches I have to avoid or I can use to my advantage. And last but not least, I harass my colleagues. One of the advantages of working at the Joost office is that all the experts are there, so why not use them? Step 2, concepting. Once I have a grip of the subject, I try to get some ideas. It all depends on the subject, on my state of mind, what it will be. Will it be a metaphor, a visual pun? Will it be literal? Once I have some ideas, I will present Joost with some small sketches, small ideas. These are some of the first I did for him. As you can see, they're simple, they're crude, but they deliver the message. Some more examples. So, yeah, it's always a goal to make Joost as ridiculous as possible. It's always amazing to me how far he will let me go in those things. So, yeah, some more. I started using color in the later on in the illustrations. You probably recognize the ones that made it, and well, there are a lot that don't make it. Yeah. Sometimes I regret the choices we make, but yeah, very simple. I saw much you have seen it. Sometimes I even use Photoshop to see if something works or not. And believe me, this one is not the worst. But yeah, well, somebody pays me enough, I will show him. And there are some that are, yeah, just rejected. Our Easter header. This one was about usability. Don't know what I was thinking, but still, I have a lot of fun in this phase of just doing this sort of stuff. So, This one was, we had a lot of fun with this one, but it was in the end rejected by Marike. She was wise enough to say that it would probably not be good for the Joost brand. So yeah, there's even a better version of this, but you get the picture. Okay, yeah, once Joost approves one of these sketches, or one of the colleagues I have to draw, I will refine my sketch. We started with one of these, so a concept sketch. And to get the likeness of the person I will draw, I will first just plunder everything they put on social media. And in case of Thijs, Thijs is Joost's brother. It's amazing what he will put up on his Facebook page. I love social media. It requires me not. I can get every picture I want. If I can't find what I want, I will make them myself. So that's also an advantage of being in the office. Thijs is an office away. Then I will search Google Images quite a lot for certain positions or poses or details I forgot to put in the initial sketch. I will put them on my Pinterest board. I love Pinterest. Pinterest is for me a big, a great way to collect images, things that inspire me, things I need in my illustrations. I used to put them all on my computer and lose them on my hard drive. And when I bought a new computer, it was lost forever. And now I can have it at my fingertips every time I want. I use some 3D programs if needed. Some iPad and iPhone apps like Handy and Postal. Postal, really great one. I can take a model and position it in every way I want, light them. SketchUp I use for things like that shopping cart. And once I have all this information, I can make a refined sketch. This is one of the illustrations we made for our first ebook. And this refined sketch is then put into step 4, where I will take the refined sketch and put it into Adobe Illustrator. That's a vector-based program. It allows me full control over every line, every color. I love it. It's also very scalable. So an image of Joost, almost all the images of Joost I make, we can present at every possible scale. You've probably seen the beach flags in front. It doesn't matter. It can be really small, really great. You never lose any sharpness. So I will then trace it with a line. As you can see, a sketch will also be refined. I will change little things within the Illustrator program. I will add a color layer, some shadows, some highlights, and after that some refinements in line color and details like the logos and so forth. And this final image is indeed our final image, because Joost has something to say about the redesign now.
That's probably the last avatar you'll see Erwin draw of me. So thank you.
Yes.
I'd like to give a warm applause for Erwin because the thing is, my head has been on the header of every web page on YoastCon for, 3 years now, 4 years. I'm sick and tired of it. When people start creating competitions on Twitter on who can find the page with the most Joost avatars on one page, you know that you've probably overdone it a bit. And Joost is so much more than me. I mean, you probably see a lot of people walking around in purple shirts today. That's our team. There's more to the entire company than just me now, and so we need to show that in how we work and how we do things. So we've actually got a couple of things that I want to show you. First of all, Erwin, together with Mike, who's down there but doesn't want to be on stage, created a new logo, and we chose to go for new colors. For those of you techies, you might have noticed that we went with a orange Y for a while. And there's this tiny little company in the valley called Y Combinator that is only the biggest startup company in the world, probably, that has a site called Hacker News that has the exact same logo. It's a different typeface, but that's about it. So we've got a new logo, which is not all that different, but we have new colors to go with it. So this is it. The green check mark in the Y is on purpose, because of course that's what we try to get you to do. Some people have referenced this as looking a bit like weed growing. I'll leave that to you. So we've actually got these in big. Should we just open those? Can you open them on that side, or Taco?
Yeah.
I'm walking away. I shouldn't do that, I know, but I will anyway.
Where did it? Oh.
So you can look at them all day and get used to them, because that's what you'll see a whole lot of. Erwin has also drawn new illustrations. So while working on this last avatar, he was actually working on much more cool stuff. Well, you can tell yourself. I'll show them one, and you can see, like, okay, what is this?
Yeah, this is a whole new style, a new technique. I'm using Cinema 4D right now for this new style. I thought, well, new design for the website, new illustrations. I've done the Joost avatars in one certain style for so long. I wanted to do something new, so this was my opportunity. Yeah, what I'm going to do is create a little Joost universe, a bit of fantasy setting that will hopefully brighten up the page and make it more fun.
We're not egocentric at all.
No. Oh,
it's only a Joost universe.
One thing I learned from Joost is go big, whatever. Yeah, this is our homepage illustration. It kind of reflects how I think what happens at Joost. A whole lot of experts working together to get to one goal.
So the four bulbs are actually the four colors of the new sections of our design. So you'll see those reflected in what is our new site design. This will be our new homepage. Now, you'll have to wait a bit for this, because the HTML and CSS are almost done, but we'll take until September 1st to launch this. That has several reasons, which I will explain. As you can see, something's changed. We no longer have a WordPress menu item, we have a software menu item. Let me go through the homepage real quick so you can see, like, the different elements we have in there. One of the things I'm very happy with is that, this is the homepage going from top to bottom. It looks like a lot of images. We've actually worked with Peter, who's here as well today, who's made a lot of these corners and all these things into HTML and CSS, so it's going to be very fast when it's loading. So it's going to be technically quite advanced, I think. But we no longer have a WordPress page in the top menu. We have a software page. That's because, and I know one guy up front here who will be happy with that, we're actually getting closer and closer to our first Drupal module being released. And we'll probably do similar things to other platforms. Danny, who's walking around here as well, you might find him later on, has actually rewritten a lot of the stuff that we have in WordPress SEO into JavaScript. So the page analysis and the snippet preview and all the features that you probably use and like, we've rewritten in JavaScript, which means two things. One, they'll be updating in real time pretty soon. So instead of you having to save the page and look at the page analysis after the fact, they'll actually be updating as you type. This allows us to do a lot more checking and will probably allow us to do more types of checks. This also means that because it's all in JavaScript, we're now independent of WordPress. And we can do this on pretty much any platform that has a rich text editor. So we'll move to a lot of different platforms. Also new is Yoast Academy. We've done 2 ebooks now. We're going to do a couple more. We have, as you can see, we're recording everything we do today. The workshops won't be live streamed, but we're recording them for later use. We'll be doing a lot of stuff like that, and we're actually working on our first course in SEO that we'll put online on September 1st as well. So we're going on a path of more of an academy next to the software side and the review side of the business. So you get 3 pillars as to our entire business. We are very excited about all this, but we are also aware that we're usually not too good at making deadlines, which is why we put this one this far away. So we're going to try and make September 1st and do as many things as we can. My wife is already telling me, no, we'll make September 1st. Usually she's right and I'm wrong. So we'll see where this goes. We've got a lot of awesome plans, and I hope you like it. Thank you. We've got a quick break now. I've got a couple of housekeeping notes before that. It's a birthday party. So at a good Dutch birthday party where you have a kids party, because we're 5. I mean, we're very young. We've got some goodies for you. So every time you walk out to a break, there will be some goodies waiting for you to pick up. Please take only one, even if you have more kids, because most of these will be fun for your kids. But otherwise, the supply won't last. We'll come back after the break to see Tony. But first, we're going to eat some cake, because after what, it's a party after all.